Senior administration official is telling Fox News President Trump will propose a $1 trillion plan to rebuild America's infrastructure. But Democrat Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is slamming that proposal, saying the president's plan would be an additional tax on the middle class. Oklahoma Senator Jim Inhofe is chairman of the Subcommittee on Transportation and Infrastructure. Great to have you today.
Nice to be with you, Harris.
Would this be a tax? That's what Chuck Schumer says.
No, I can't believe he'd say that. Look, you remember back in 1962, it was President Kennedy who said we need more revenue to come in to take care of the social programs that we have out here in his new great society. And he said the best way to raise revenue is to reduce marginal rates. Well, he did that, and he actually increased the revenue by 30%. And the same thing exactly happened in 1981 when Reagan said the same thing. He said we need more revenue to do this, to reduce the debt for a different purpose. And so he had the largest tax reductions at that time, taking the top rate down from 70% to 50%, and that had the effect of increasing revenue all the way from $469 billion to $720 billion. So it's over and over again, and the fact that Chuck Schumer would come out and say something that was totally disproven by Kennedy, it's just a shocker to me.
You know, you gave us a lot of numbers and information there. I want to boil it down to where you think you can actually get legislation on the Hill for infrastructure and where you'd like to start.
Well, no, we can do it, and we need to do it. Well, I will say this. If you'll remember 9 years ago when Barack Obama came into power, he went and he had Democrats in the House and the Senate and all of that, so he got what he wanted. He wanted $787 billion with a B for infrastructure purposes or to stimulate the economy.
Right.
That actually ended up, Harris, to be $836 billion. Now, what percentage of that do you think he actually ended up in his budget spending for roads, highways, and so forth? It was 3%, only 3%, and the rest he used on his. So it shows you that what the president is talking about right now is about the same thing that the previous president was requesting, but he didn't use it for that. And I can assure you, I know this president well, and he is going to do that. The two things that he has an absolute commitment for are going to be rebuilding our military and, of course, the transportation system. But keep in mind, it's just not roads and highways. It's energy, transportation. It's everything else across the board.
No, I
think he's going to do it.
I remember those years ago under Obama. What you're talking about, it was shovel ready. Shovel ready, and then it was, where is it?
Yeah, well, here's the problem. He used that as an excuse not to spend it on infrastructure. And I think he thought people bought into that, and I guess a lot of them did. But nonetheless, we are in a real hole in terms of our infrastructure, our roads and highways. This is something, by the way, the public is very much for this. They like the idea of an ambitious
Well, the public
program.
Drives on those roads and crosses those bridges.
Absolutely.
All right. So good to talk with you today. Thank you for being with us, and have a great time tonight at the President's first State of the Union address.
Thank you very much.